Has finally landed in Southern California, from the beaches to the mountains.
Temperature sign behind me now dipping into the upper 20s. What are we at? 28 degrees.
The area causing a bit of puddling and minor flooding in some places. Wet roads, gray skies, and chilly temperatures.
Texas. We found him on a patio at a Claremont restaurant, trying to warm up after a
widespread as well. Yesterday we dealt with the gusty winds in other areas.
Of hail coming down in Pasadena and Sylmar as well today. Chuck.
Tonight, it definitely feels and looks like winter.
Some people have stories that if they told you, you would think I would probably be exactly where they are right now if that happened to me.
I'm tired having gauges pulled on me. I'm tired having guns at me. None of you probably had that happen to you, but that's not a good feeling. It bothers my heart. Because then I'm thinking, am I going to die today?
I was in foster care since I was 13 to the age of 18.
Growing up as a kid, my dad was a drug dealer. My mother was a drug addict. So sometimes I kind of feel like I've been cursed.
My mom put me out because she came home and I was stoned. My eyes were red, and she told me, why are your eyes red? I said, because of my allergies. And she said, okay, you're not going to last in my house till you're 18, so get the hell out.
I've done a lot of time. I got in about 21 years in. I started out at the age of 14, and then I just had a very hard time, you know. I've been involved in drugs, gangs, things like that. Once you get hooked, it is hard to overcome it.
If I have to be out there, I have to be out there. If I don't, I don't. Then that's better. But you know, right now, that's not looking like I'm gonna be okay. I was out there with my husband for a while, and we were in a tent, and you know, to be with somebody, next to somebody, that can save your life, I believe. But we were like so bundled up, and it was so cold. There was ice though in the morning inside the tent.
When someone is forced to stay outside and you're getting into temperatures even below 40, it doesn't take long for somebody to develop hypothermia. We have had in the past in Visalia homeless individuals who have died on the streets because of the cold.
That same year, like some dude died, and he had a burner, like camping burner, lit in his tent. He sealed it all off and didn't leave no cracks, and he died.
I've done a lot of prison time. I still carry it out here on the street sometimes because of the way I was raised inside. It's like a dog. If you take a dog and you abuse the dog long enough, the dog is going to act different. I wish I never had to live like that, you know, because that's not really me. And it's scary because it actually became a part of me because I went through it. And I wish none of you go inside those walls, you know, because you will never be the same again.
You don't understand how many times I got woken up to the cops or the people from the doctor's office. I learned quick, you know, not to be where there's going to be somebody that's going to wake you up. Most of the time, if you're like in town, it doesn't work. I can't be like around a lot of people because I can't sleep. Not outside. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody.
There's a lot of people out there. I don't know who they are. I don't know why they have something against homeless people, but there are some people out there going into like the little camps of homeless people and pulling guns on people and things like that, you know. When I was in my hometown, I had two guys came at me at the park. I sit on the ground. I wouldn't hurry nobody. And these two dudes came up to me, pulled out two shotguns on me. And this one put on the side of my head, the other one put to my chest. These guys hesitated to pull the trigger. That's when I found my brake. Slapped the guns out of the way. I jumped up, I took off running. I was out of there. I found myself laying on this mat out here at the warming center, and then God put a thought in my mind. God said, "My son, I want you to volunteer here."
Hi, my name is Christy and I work at the Warming Center. I am passionate about helping homeless people. I think it goes back way farther than I would even think about, you know? The homeless people that are here, I feel like they're my family.
The way that our funding asks us to operate is as what's called a low barrier shelter, so that anything that could be a barrier to you to stay, like the fact that maybe you come in and you're high, or maybe you are intoxicated. We don't want that to be a barrier. We want you to be able to come in, have a safe place to stay, and maybe sober up overnight.
I volunteer. I love it.
At this warming center here in Visalia, I thank God for this, you know, and this is a blessing. I want to get off drugs very bad. I want to be able to have a better life. I have to do it, you know. Constantly, I'm out there looking for people who don't have a place to stay, and then I bring them here to the warming center.
Our belief system is we want to be compassionate. You are our brothers and sisters. We want you to have a safe place. That's all.
Don't shut people out. You know, just because they might look scary don't mean that there's a reason for it, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason for everybody's madness. You just sometimes gotta just acknowledge them, and that'll get that person through the day more. All it takes is 1 second, a couple seconds to smile, even just smile.
We really need to be a community where it's us, all of us, working in solidarity. Being in solidarity means being willing to cross boundaries in love. When you begin to cross those boundaries, which are created by our own self-interests, then you begin to see the world through the eyes of somebody else. And that's what in my generation, we've never been able to do that. And so I'm hoping that your generation and my grandchildren will be able to begin to make those changes in the world.